Item 10, CFO report. Roger.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you should be able to reap the benefit of the hard work of Joe, Mary, and Margaret today because they listened to me talk for an hour last Thursday. Today, we're going to keep it 5 minutes or less. You have in your packet 3 reports. Charlotte, could I have the mouse here? We're going to start here with the budgeted income statement that looks like, this. And we'll get this out of the road and get rid of this. Okay. This is the summary page for the operating budget revision that we're coming back to you with. For point of reference, this first column is the 2023 preliminary, that's as of September 30th, 23. The second column is the original budget that was presented, and the revised, third column is the revised budget. Hospital is broken out from clinic, and then if you go over to the right, we're getting into the consolidated budget. The reason that we're coming back to you for another look at this year's budget is that the original budget that you reviewed was not a complete snapshot or picture of what's going on here at the hospital. And the original budget was not updated completely in the CPSI mainframe. Everything that you see on this summary page is in the mainframe and is balanced, giving you the 2022-23 reference. This column is being worked on by Forbes, presently going through and verifying, verifying the balances as of September 30. This is the original budget that you approved, and this is the cumulative revised budget. So bottom line, we're going from about 4.5 million preliminary. Original budget was 2.5 mil. We feel relatively confident that we can produce a $3 million bottom line this year. As far as the net operating income and loss, we finished up at a 3.8 deficit. The budget original was 4.0 deficit. We believe that we can once again come in at a 3.8 deficit or better. Our goal necessarily when you're in a deficit mode of a budget, our goal is to do better than that. And with some of the things that Michael is talking about doing, I think we're going to do better than that. You will see probably at the May meeting the audited financials. We are going to do better this year than we did last year. Or I should say better last year than we did the year before. So it continues to improve, and I'll show you that improvement. So action-wise, we will need an approval of this revised budget if you deem it so.
It's not ready yet, right?
Pardon me?
It's not ready for approval yet, right?
The
You're still
budget
working on
is,
it?
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Now, do you want to act on that, and then we'll talk about October operations, or do you want the whole report?
Or make the motion that we accept the new budget.
Well, we're not on that. Not on that.
That's what he was asking.
No, you want to know if we want to skip to that, take that item up, and then come back?
Well, we could do the entire financial report, but we will need a vote on the budget.
Right. instead of 11. 11 is where you want, asking for approval.
Okay, we'll take go on through the rest of the financial report. I'm sorry for
Good,
the,
okay,
sorry for the confusion.
that's okay.
Me too.
Okay, let's go to the income statement for October. And we will look at it from a consolidated basis, and if you have any questions as far as diving into the numbers, we can do that. Actual for the month is equal to year-to-date because it's the first month of our fiscal year. I will say that I am presently working on November, and I hope by this next board meeting to have November and December that we can look at and review. Gross charges, 7.6 million for the month of October. Budget little under 7.8. Last year's 6,245,000. So we've had more volume this year, October. You know, I keep getting stuck in the back, you know, in history, trying to move forward into January, almost February. So if we come down to the net revenue line, 2.6 million for the month versus a budget of almost 2.6 million versus last year 2.3 million. So our net revenue improved by $300,000 October 23 versus October of 22. Similarly, since we are more busy in October of 23 versus October of 22, our expenses went up 2.8 million versus budget of 2.8 million versus last year of 2.6. However, the operating gain was better. A deficit of 175 for this month versus $250,000 budget and 266,000 for last year. So we are doing better. And I know you've heard me say that over and over and redundantly, but folks, we are doing better. Bottom line for the month, 371,000 versus budget of 325 versus last year of 48,000. Any questions, comments? Okay. I think I kept it under 5 minutes.
Questions, any more questions on this item? Okay, thank you, Roger. Item 11 is consider and, if necessary, take action on approval of revised fiscal year 2024 budget for Somervell County Hospital District. Entertain a motion.
So moved.
What you did? Second. Okay. Motion by Mary Collier, second by Joe. Kathy? Excuse me. Any discussion? If not, all in favor, usual sign. 7-0.